So let's get into another one. Now, we were talking about vocal
Mm-hmm.
remixes, original songs,
Mm-hmm.
all that evolution. Now, for me, I'll talk about my experience.
Yeah.
For me, I heard this early on before it came out. And all of us were like, oh shit. You know? It was like one of those things that like things are about to change because now there's like even higher level of production,
Yup.
songwriting, and quality that's out there for us to kind of like aspire to get to.
Mm-hmm.
And this is definitely one of those songs.
And not to mention the fact that this was like really early Moombahtoncore.
Yes,
Like
yes,
very, very early.
yes.
Because this is around the time that started like becoming a thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, dude, this is 11 years ago.
This is one of the first. It had to be.
Yeah. All right, let's play a little bit of this, and then we can deconstruct this a little bit.
You think I'm picky cause I won't accept the shot, but I'm not. You can't believe I'm not impressed. I would take a guess, you're pretty shocked. Quite a lot. Be creative with your chat, but staring at me like I'm in a shop. Stop.
Fucking snares.
You show me how you move, I'm chilling cause your dancing
Fucking
is a lot.
mean.
Yeah, heavy.
I want a Patrick Swayze, dirty dancer. Take my hand and leave me in the corner, baby, cause I wanna dance like crazy. I want a Patrick Swayze, dirty dancer. Take my hand and leave me in the corner, baby, cause I wanna dance like crazy. I wanna.
Yo.
I remember that. So good.
That's really
I wanna dance like crazy. I wanna think you're special cause you got a special watch, but you're not.
Yeah.
You're not. You think you're wicked cause you're spending quite a lot,
Yeah.
but you're not. You're not. Be creative with your chat, so staring at me like I'm in a shop. Stop.
Ooh, that
Until you show me how you move, I'm chilling cause your dancing says a lot. I want a Patrick Swayze, a dirty dancer.
So good.
Take my hand
So
and
good.
leave me in the
And-
corner, babe.
I want to go back to what you said about like the production quality. This is one of those songs that you hear and you're just like, shit.
Gotta get better, guys.
I gotta figure out how to use these damn compressors.
Exactly, which is a big deal. And at that time, like, okay, so Alvin was like, and I don't know Alvin personally. We've met a couple of times, but I never knew him personally. But I knew his history in music, and he'd been producing for a long time. Like, and a lot of his stuff, sound design, amazing. So, like, at that point, this guy was doing some stuff. We was just like light years ahead of like a lot of people who were just coming up, and like us who were just making a name for ourselves and stuff like that. So
Yeah, no, shout out to Alvin Risk for sure. Like I used to rinse this all the time.
I think we all did.
Cause like
you had to.
Songs like this were just such a see. I feel like back then you're doing a Moombahton set, and if there's folks in the crowd early on that know Moombahton, like you get away with doing the Moombahton classics. And just, you know what I mean?
For sure.
But if you have a mixed crowd, right, then it's like you have to appeal to more of the EDM centric folks in the room. It's like, how do I bring them in? I gotta play something like this.
Yeah, and these were the type of songs that were like blurring those lines where you can mesh all the different crowds in there together, which was cool. It was cool, definitely. Because again, 11 years ago, Moombahton was still not generally accepted. Like I've remembered, and probably maybe I don't know if it's a problem now. I don't know, guys, but promoters didn't want to book that. They were like,
No.
"What Moomba? What like
what
reggaeton? You like no Moomba's? What is that? Like you couldn't even like. It was hard to be labeled that. You know, that was the thing. It was hard to be labeled that without like doing predominantly other sounds and then this on the side. Like it was hard to be in certain rooms. I'm sure it's more generally accepted because of the, you know, like the bigger top tier acts doing it and how it bled into commercial with Justin Bieber and all those guys. Like all that kind of like, you know, smoothed it over. But like before those songs, we were struggling, struggling to get like, you know, promoters to actually listen and be like, yo, just put them support, you know, like put them direct support. It'll be all right, you know?
I feel like it was such a struggle that at a certain point, EJ and I were just like, all right, we're just gonna call it global bass because
Yeah, that was
that
another
had
thing.
more of a name to it because global bass encompassed a lot more things.
For sure. For
It's
sure.
like we said earlier, like you needed the thesaurus to explain fucking Moombahton.
Like it comes out with a scroll,
Moomba-
just rolls it down. It's like in 1943. You know, it's like
Yeah.
Hector Lavoe. DNA. You know.
Yeah, no, I
yeah.
mean, it's interesting, like seeing the evolution till now, and there's still players in the game doing awesome stuff. Shout out to
Yeah.
all y'all.
For sure.
But
For sure.
yeah, it really became like a hidden mainstream sound,
Yeah.
but it's like nobody knows the players involved that brought it up to being a sound that people like, right? I feel like that.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Like,
I
some,
agree.
in some way.
I
right?
agree. And then to that point, then when Afrobeats came in,
Yeah.
people started confusing all of it for the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like and not like people who already knew. I'm talking about new people who are just being put on.
Yep.
When Afrobeats became very, very popular and the dembo was still like part of that, people just started calling it all Afrobeats.
Yeah, it's all the same
and I
thing.
feel like that was a problem too, because it's like I'm listening to it, I'm like, yeah, that's Moombahton. And then I'm hearing other people being like, oh, that Afrobeat song. And I'm like, that one is not Afrobeat. Like, you know, like there are other ones, but that Drake song is Moombahton, and nobody's gonna tell me different. Because it is.
Yeah.
It is.
100%.
Yeah.
Shout out to AI Drake.
AI Drake. Top 5 Dead or Alive.
That's for another time.
Exactly. All right. Thank you guys. Appreciate
yo.
you. We'll catch you guys on the
Peace.
next one.